Good evening. Need for Speed 2021. If you're a Need for Speed G, you already know dancing. Apparently Need for Speed's going a little bit dancey with Need for Speed 2021, and there's some discussion about that. So don't jump the gun in the comments. I hear you going. Shush! Wait before you do that. This is the fella in question that did many dance things for Need for Speed. First up, he posted this picture right here. He said I was working at EA and motion capture and mocap is a thing they use when they put the things all over your body like this very clearly, and essentially they track you and basically put movements in the game. And it's a very easy way to do animation compared to actually animating it. It takes a lot less effort and it's a little bit more human. It's a very cool thing. Now this video was one that blew up on the internet. I'm going to change the music and put over my own music, but you can clearly see this man is popping off. He's a very nice dancer, but jeez, but why on earth? Why is the man dancing for the Need for Speed game? That's not... Nah, this is weird. So people have first assumed that this may be Need for Speed 2021, but it has become very clear that this is Need for Speed Heat's removed bits. They scrapped it, they pulled it out. It's all in the bin. They didn't use much of it. You may remember at the end of races, the guys would just be like, well, it obviously looks like that this was supposed to be a little more extravagant, to say the very least, when it comes to, I don't know what would it have been, a race ends? Are you going to do a full dance during race ends? They plan to just get him to do one dance and then cut out little pieces of the dance. Then they're going to have dance-offs in the story. Like, yo man, you beat me in a race, but I bet you can't dance like me. Oh yeah. That would be the most stupid, but also kind of one of the funniest things I think they could possibly do for a Need for Speed game. So as you can clearly see on this shot right here, you can see how it's portrayed as it's not going to be in the game, but just to give you more of an idea, they've put a car behind it, rendered it, and in real time you can see them putting it into a 3D space. Mocap stuff is very cool. So there we are for the first little bit. There is some more, but I will dive into that a little bit later. So what do you think? I think it's a little bit strange. I personally don't really see the need for this type of thing in Need for Speed, unless it's, say, the audience members in the background. If, say, it's in the background, the big people at the beginning of the race getting hyped up, dancing to the drum bass that plays at the start of the races, like, I see that very fitting. But what I don't want to see is your Fortnite dances in Need for Speed. Let me tell you that. Need for Speed does not need these. Forza did it, and I don't know anyone that actually really... Everyone I know thinks it's really... It's too far. It's too much. I'm glad that if this was supposed to be Need for Speed Heat, it was scrapped and the idea was binned. I think it would have been silly. Now, do I think there's a place for dancing in Need for Speed? Of course I do. I think the whole culture, night racing, meeting up with police and like smoke and effect and the fire and everything, like people dancing and being a races, very cool. I don't want to pick no emotes after winning a race. I think that is a dumb thing. I don't want that. If anything, my car should be doing damn emotes. If you want to do something at the end of events, how about when I cross the line, let me pick from the following. My car doing donuts. My car doing hydraulics, hopping, pop. Something like that. Let me pick and choose those. My car is my character in these games. Don't get it twisted. I want a character, like we do, but clothes, and that's it. I want to make him black man with cheese, like myself, and do my clothes, and that is it. My car is what I want. Nos Purge. When you roll across the finish line, let us pick an outro to rub it in the faces of our car. I don't give a poo about my man that I built in about 2 minutes because the customization options are poo of the person. I want car animation stuff. It makes so much more sense to me. Anyway, so as I said, there is more to this. This is a little bit more fitting. This is like celebrations at the end of a race. Literally what I was just talking about. He's celebrating the win that he's just done. They've requested a few things, and he spliced in a few of his other ones that he thought would be a good one. That's pretty sweet. That's why. Why does it sound like I'm about to be bombed? Okay. He's gone. This makes so much more sense. More like this, less like the other. And again, this is something they didn't really use practically because the bikes were removed. They only had 4 bikes in the end. It's pretty clear the bikes are probably going to be a push in the next game as well. I mean, they weren't a push at all in the previous game, but it would make sense. Like I've said in the past, the cool storyline would be cars versus bikes, some kind of woven in story, or like they become together a collective force against the police. Like bikes just have this cool little element. I think if they balance it well, it will be very good, but they still need to focus a little bit and bring it back and fix the car handling before we jump in and go a little bit cray-cray with anything like bikes. Though, that Ducati, very nice. Do like me a Ducati. I got into bikes like I got into the bike. I got my bike license at the beginning of the year. A lot of you will know. And to see this, I'm okay with it. As long as we got customization, it belongs in Need for Speed. So that's what this man posted. Now, if we do scroll back, I'm going through this man's whole bloody personal life here. I will say it's a little bit weird. It was a little bit confusing that this man posted the stuff on his story. I get that there's now like an embargo that's probably lifted so we can actually share this type of stuff. But I did find it a little bit odd that 8 hours ago, this man posted stuff like this. Like he's been posting it a lot, and very clearly it's like, it's meant to be old stuff, but like his food. If this was so long ago, why do you share pictures now of your food? That just seems a little bit odd to me. Like the selfies and the stuff, like sure, and they're like showing the testing and all this stuff.
Doing team.
I was very confused for a second. Cool memories, moments, very nice, very cool.
And that's a wrap on the motion capture job today. Amazing.
Bloody amazing.
Bloody amazing, mate. Very clearly, this man was at EA in 2018. So, something Need for Speedy, I imagine. Something. It could have been FIFA, to be honest with you. But it doesn't matter. They probably just took the same guy and did all the games together. It's very clear to me that this was a thing of the past rather than the new game. But it doesn't take away from the fact that that seems to be like what they wanted to do. We know Need for Speed Heat was kind of pushed out the gate pretty quickly, and some stuff was cut very clearly, like the bikes and everything. So it would, to me, make sense that they probably might even use some of this stuff for the next game, or they may be following the path of recreating stuff like this for the next game. Now, I'm going to say, again, as I said, in terms of how it should be done is how it is with cars and stuff. I'm not against some expression of this type of thing, but if you're going to put Fortnite dances and stuff in like Forza, I complained about Forza doing it, so I'm going to complain about Need for Speed potentially doing it too. There are so much better things to work upon. The animators, I am pretty sure, don't just work on human animation, and if so, dancing is not what you do. You want more cutscenes, my guy. We want more story, my guy. Stuff the dancing cars. Now that's a big old idea. I mean, think about something like garage animate, like being able to walk around your garage, or being able to like have more movement around the garage rather than cars just being on a plinth. Be more like 2015, where you had an area over here and an area over here, and just have different areas. Maybe a paint area, a paint booth, slicked areas. Render multiple garages, upgradable garages, customizable garage. Again, this is going to be a whole series based upon this sort of stuff. We already spoke about 2021 and how it might actually be 2022 or 2023 in the previous video. So if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend that you do. We have to hope and hold on to hope that Need for Speed 2021 is going to be more like Need for Speed Heat than going away from it. We've obviously got some stuff coming around and rumors and everything. We already know Hot Pursuit is coming out. When it's coming out, we have no idea, but we know Hot Pursuit Remastered is going to be a thing. And if this thing does really, really well, surely it might even like sway Fort a little bit from Criterion. If they haven't even got a director for the new game yet, will it make them go, actually, yeah, let's make another Hot Pursuit? Don't you dare! Don't you dare. I will be very upset. Very, very upset. I do want to say no disrespect to this man. I think he's doing his job. He's very good at it. Looks very, very good at it. I ain't gonna sit here and say like I'm gonna bust a move like this man right here, but not Need for Speed. Not for me. Let me know your thoughts. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next Need for Speed 2021 video. You're in the right place. I'm going to be smashing these videos out, talking about what I want to see and stuff. This one just happened to fall into place at the perfect time, didn't it? All right, smash like, subscribe if you do, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, peace.